Someone asked me today, what would you tell a younger fighter to go and do? What's the one thing, if they want to make it in this sport, they should definitely do? And I had a little think, and the thing that comes to mind is going abroad. Travelling abroad and living the fighter's lifestyle. Training, eating, sleeping. Training, eating, sleeping, and doing that all over again, day in, day out. And seeing what it's like to actually live that lifestyle. Because quite a lot of people want to be a fighter, but they don't want to put the effort in, they don't want to put the sacrifice in, and they don't want to put the work in order to get to the top. And some people think they want to. They think they want to put all that hard graft in until it actually comes to it. And you're tired, and you can't be bothered, and you're sweating, and you're bleeding, and you've got to get up and carry on training. Some people will say they want it, but their actions won't follow suit. And by going abroad, I think personally, it is the biggest tell to see if you actually want to do this full time. Because there is a lot of distractions abroad, don't get me wrong. But sometimes you can get pulled into that. If you're not really there to be a fighter's fighter, if you go to Thailand, for example, you're going to get pulled into the partying, to the tourist bits, to the girls, everything. But if you're a fighter, you're going to stay on track and you're going to train. And now these are some benefits that I found from going abroad and experience living like a fighter there. Me personally, I met so many people, so many good contacts for future. That has helped me go to other countries, that has helped me go to other gyms, that has helped me with businesses, that's helped me with advice, just helped me with having another friend and just having a nice social network within the area. That is definitely one of the main benefits of going abroad, as well as all the training. Next one, training with different styles. By training with different styles, you are getting to experience different aspects, if you like to call it, or different styles of MMA. Because when you fight, each individual has a slightly different style of fighting. And if you can get good at lots and lots of different styles, that means you're going to be more of a well-rounded fighter when it comes to matching with opponents. For example, I wasn't very good at Taekwondo style. I'd never sparred people that had done Taekwondo. I found them quite awkward. When I was abroad, I started sparring with more Taekwondo dudes. I got better at that particular style just because I went abroad and I got different styles of rounds, of positions, of individuals. Next one, learning different techniques. You're going to learn so much because there's so much knowledge. Professional fighters coming from all over in a little hub. And I'm not talking about Thailand. Wherever you go, you're experiencing new lessons, new styles of teaching, new strategies of teaching, and you're going to learn different techniques that potentially you wouldn't have learned at home. Now, this one, it depends on who you are, but for me, it took me away from my hometown. It took me away from comfort, and it put me in an uncomfortable situation, and that is where I personally grow the most. You don't really grow in comfort. I can get out of bed at 9 o'clock, 9 AM, sweet. I can go to the gym, I can come back and chill, I can eat, I've got shelter over my head. Everything is sweet at home, it's comfortable, I've got it covered. Whereas when you go abroad, a little bit different. I'll be getting up at 6 AM, I'll be grinding in the morning, doing my own session. I'd then do the pro session in the morning, 10 AM. I'd then go back, I'd do another session at 3. Later on, I'd work on my recovery. I've just got a different sort of focus when I go abroad because that is for my tunnel vision. I'm going abroad to train. That means everything I'm putting my efforts into is all about training. That means I just feel a bit more tunnel focused when I move out my hometown and go abroad for a set purpose. And it puts you in this little monk mode sort of aspect, I believe. And another little point that I thought was very, very crucial in my development as a fighter, and it allows you to focus on different aspects of the sport. You have wrestling, you have striking, you have jiu-jitsu, you have boxing, all of these areas. Now when you go to a certain country, they're going to have an aspect of the sport they are better at. If you go to America, they're better at wrestling. You go to Russia, exactly the same, they're better at wrestling. You go to Holland, they're better at kickboxing. Now when you go to different countries, you can focus on a certain style of fighting. When I was in America, I focused on wrestling because I couldn't wrestle for shit. And I come back and I was actually alright at wrestling now. But that's just because it allowed me to focus with higher level individuals within that certain aspect of the sport. And they're my main benefits really of going abroad. But not only that, it allows you to see how the other life live. Because yes, you're going to be there training and grinding your ass off, but when you go abroad, I guarantee you'll see some top level fighters in the UFC and see how they train, see how they recover, see what they get up to in between training. And then it can give you some little tips, some little advice, some motivation to do little bits and bobs. Even though I don't like that word motivation, I'm going to say it gives you some, let's say drive. It's going to give you a different drive just by seeing that, and it can help you spur on to see that this dream is possible in order to become a fighter. But that's how we do things around here, because we are built different from Yorkshire, and we'll see you in the next one. Bish, bash, bosh, bow!